Welcome. It is wonderful that so many of you have tuned in for this webinar. Our sign-up numbers are through the roof. Now, am I correct that many of you are telling your colleagues about this webinar? Well, we hope you are. And maybe that's why you're here. People are talking. Well, welcome. And by the way, stay to the end. We want to make sure you get all the information that you need. And also, keep your phone handy, ready to scan a QR code later. Well, why are we here? Well, there's several reasons. First, too many of us are working way too hard to build wealth. Does it seem that every time you almost get ahead, that life interrupts and steals that gain? Are you finding that more and more frustration with your investing and less confidence in knowing that what you're doing won't get wiped out in the next coin scare? Remember when you were a kid and you dreamed about riding one of these? Well, sorry for that animation, but it was the feeling I got when I rode it, right? How about you? It was thrilling and scary, and many people love these rides. Millions and millions are spent creating these amazingly frightening rides that will steal your money, if not your lunch. Yeah, that. Well, now that you're an adult, and while you still may or may not enjoy these carnival rides, more and more of you are concentrating on getting ahead, putting away a nest egg for the future, saving for life's journey. Are you doing that? But I have a question for you. How's it working out for you? As our world connects more and more with crypto investing, too many people feel their investment options are more like this. Well, let me come back to this. Hello, my name is Stefan, and my role today here is to tell you about great news about investment possibilities. We're going to talk about a unique approach to the volatility of the general crypto market. If you're a small saver or a medium-sized investor, or if you're brand new to crypto, this webinar is for you. Now, maybe you've tried a crypto investment before and it worked out. But many people struggle to understand the value of a coin with the value of $20,000 or more. And when they look to a transaction, they see numbers like this, 0.01, what kind of value is that anyway? All that drills down to feeling just a bit cross-eyed, right? Who knows all this stuff? When I look at numbers like that, my brain hurts. The issue really is not understanding the numbers. We can all do math, right? The real issue here is this. Due to the unpredictability of a worldwide market, many have not done well in the explosive, impulsive market that is today's unregulated crypto. Well, it's regulated, but you know. Back to why we're here. I don't know about you, but an amazing park rolling coaster is one thing, but don't mess with my investments. Who's with me on that one, right? Remember why we're here. We're here to demonstrate a new way to invest. Now, you're saying, come on, Stefan, another new way? Yes, and we totally want your suspicion working here because while you may be skeptical, we're here to educate and smooth out that rolling coaster, right? We are Salusvale, and if you don't take anything else away from our time together, I want you to remember two words. The first is our name, Salusvale. And quite possibly, the moment you repeat our name, Salusvale, I want you to think stability. Almost the same thing, but they mean the same thing. But I'm not going to make your job that easy. I'm going to ask you to remember a few more. Equity, security, and not just stability, but financial stability. And just for good measure, let's also toss in sustainable and controlled. Let's be frank, wouldn't you want that in any financial arrangement? Well, of course you would. Salusvale is a source of financial stability. With the goal of establishing sustainable and controlled finance, Salusvale aims to build a bridge between the fintech world and the traditional economy. The amazing work that Salusvale is sharing is that anyone who buys the Salusvale tokens becomes an active part of this transaction to form a new form of sustainable finance. The Salusvale token is designed as an alternative to speculation-based finance, both traditional and technological, and offers anyone who wants a financial stability option. Salusvale is considered a safe haven asset and should be proposed as such. I'm thinking you're with me when I say that this makes so much more sense than riding that financial roller coaster. Yeah, and as you take notes and write down this important data, remember that the financial world soon will be oriented in the future thanks to the Salusvale token leading the way. The past teaches us that though financial crises and bubbles, the risk in investments is all very high through all that, with partial or total losses of investments. Worse, the collapse and bankruptcies of financial assets are not identifiable to most of us ordinary people, and these situations carry enormous risks. Remember the rolling coaster? Yeah. Most investors are caught off guard by all kinds of financial markets. This leads to that huge losses for inexperienced investors. And Salusvale is very attentive to these dynamics, and its assets are geared and managed to avoid stormy losses. When I think of protection, I think of this amazing animal. Think of the traits that my German Shepherds have had. That's what I think of. Loyalty, alertness, high intelligence, confidence. They're courageous and rock solid steady. Salusvale is one of the brilliant opportunities that is differentiated by its protection concept that combines the two worlds I've mentioned a few minutes before, and that is traditional economics, old economy, and fintech, technology, finance. And you can just think of us like this. Well, why are we here today? Well, when you signed up for our webinar, we're pretty sure it was one of those pain points we talked about. You'd really like to get off that thrill ride, right? Get off the explosive maybe of the crypto investing world. You want to get into something more modern and yet anchored in traditional financial models, right? And maybe you're here for more than one of those reasons. And in my mind, do any of those reasons sound like a good reason to move forward? Well, heck yeah, maybe all of them. And if so, that's great. On the last slide, I asked if Salusvale was for you. Well, let's get personal, okay? Salusvale is not for you if you're a big-scale investor that has the volatile crypto market all figured out. Salusvale is not for you if you love roller coasters, the financial kind, of course. Salusvale is not for you if you hate security and relatable investing. However, if you're that small saver looking to diversify safely, if you're a medium investor that wants another avenue to grow and prosper from with profits, then Salusvale is for you. Salusvale is about excellent profits in the medium and long term, and to keep these profits solid thanks to the unique concept behind the Salusvale token, an anti-whale or anti-speculation mechanism, diversification of assets and revaluation of the token, progressive increase in the value. Now that's pretty neat stuff. Gang, really appreciate your patience as we help you get to know us better. I realize that this is a lot of information, but thank you. Thank you for your patience. And we're going to move on. So, okay, on about our amazing concept. By now, you know that Salusvale is transforming the world of finance by contributing positively to society. We're aiming to redistribute wealth to small and medium-sized savers and protect them from the uncertainties of that fintech market. Salusvale offers attractive quarterly returns. Join Salusvale and find out how you can benefit from this unique opportunity. Why Salusvale? You don't want to miss the chance to become part of the Salusvale ecosystem and gain profits and bonuses through diversification of investments. By purchasing the Salusvale token in the pre-sale phase, you can see an amazingly significant increase in its value over the next 2 to 3 years. Buy the Salusvale token and participate in the success of one of the world's most successful tokens. Did I just say pre-sale? Yes, I did. You know, everyone loves to talk about the time they just missed buying Apple stock in the beginning, right? Yeah. Back when Apple stock was like, I don't know, 12 cents. The 12-cent investment might have gained just a little bit, right? How about Amazon? Oh, yeah, I just about missed that one. Not really. 10 cents a share in 1997. And in 1986, you could have had, and if you had an extra $100, you could have grabbed 1,000 shares of Microsoft. But let's look at Bitcoin. Now, that's a bit more relevant to our story. When it opened in 2009, for that same $100, you can do the math, you could have gotten more than 130,000 tokens. Tokens trading now for over $21,000 per token. I'm not even going to try to do the math on that one. And just a small legal point here. Nobody in their right mind is suggesting any future valuation of our token. But, oh my, to have been at the beginning of one of those, right? This is your chance. Well, guess what? You can get in at the beginning with our token. Remember this from earlier? We want to remind you of the financial stability, the controlling aspect, that it's sustainable, it's secure equity, and it's built into our platform. Now, let me explain. The Salusvale token is structured so that holders can benefit from its stability and its controlled and constant revaluation. The mechanism that avoids the devaluation or collapse of the Salusvale token by balancing any strong fluctuations. It's innovative and acts like a stabilizer. In this way, in a few years, the Salusvale token will become one of the most sought after and purchased tokens, greatly increasing your token's value because you invested today, most likely causing our initial sales values to jump, right? Well, behind this myriad of tokens, ICOs, and coins that are now in circulation, there is no project and no stability mechanism. And despite this, they are bought for pure speculation. Yeah, remember the carnival ride? Only those who know the world of cryptocurrencies and fintech incredibly well can fully understand the importance of this unique, profitable, stable, winning mechanism. So think of it this way. What does a dam do? It holds back the water that needs to be held and releases it in a very stable, engineered way. Well, that's the Salusvale token. There are several types of profits for Salusvale token holders. The first profit arises from staking. So what is staking? Staking is a way for investors to earn passive yield on their cryptocurrency holdings by locking tokens up on the network for a period of time. The second is extra bonuses that comes from assets placed by Salusvale. The extra bonus is distributed on an optional voluntary basis. And of course, someday you may choose to sell tokens that have matured and or met your financial gains. So how do I start? More importantly, how do you start? Well, first, you'll need to own enough Binance US dollars or BUSD to cover your investment and any taxes. Now, two sites to search for are moonpay.com, just like it sounds, moonpay.com, or pancakeswap.finance, pancakeswap.finance, where you can find and get all of your fiat currency converted to purchase your Salusvale tokens. Know that pre-sale is already underway and others are already taking advantage. Now, pre-sale tokens are only 10 BUSD, right? Now, there is a limit of 1,000 tokens per wallet. This first pre-sale node will close by the end of upcoming April, but note that pre-sales dates may close early without warning, moving up the next date for release. Now, another moment to gather our thoughts and pause here. We really appreciate you staying with us, and any investment is worthy of thought, but more, it's worth the time to gather all the right information, and we are trying to ensure that transfer to you. We hope you're enjoying the information. Are you? We sure hope so. Now, why I don't really love the saying, at the end of the day, we know that any investing, can cause stress. And even though Bitcoin was released over 10 years ago now, crypto investing is still new to many people and easily just as volatile. We don't want you feeling like this, or confused, or skeptical. We want you feeling like this: joy. I know it seems an unusual emotion to attach to investing, but when you get in on our early rounds of pre-sale, especially in this first round, you'll look back and remember that you pulled the trigger on this one, right? No more "I should have bought Apple in '86" stories. Am I right, or am I right? And by now, you're likely chomping at the bit to get started, and that would be wonderful. So what do you do next? Well, it's time to move forward. Remember to grab your phone for this QR code. It will take you directly to our website where you can get started. We want you to know how pleased we are that you attended and stuck with us to the end. And we're almost there, but not quite yet. Did you learn a lot about Salusvale? We certainly hope so. You are in the right place at the right time. We hope that you'll invite your friends that would be interested in this amazing opportunity. Now, about moving forward, just snap that QR code and you'll be on your way to salusvale.com. Start now. Create your account and start your secure future today. Remember, Salusvale is free from hassle. Free from the rolling coaster, that we already talked about. Salusvale is secure, financially secure, controlled, and of equal importance, it is sustainable. And just a final checklist to make sure you get all the steps in. Get your BUSD coins, set up your account, and just read down through the checklist and make sure you do everything you can to keep on moving. Thank you so much for attending this webinar. We hope you have an amazingly profitable day and also a wonderful day. We can't wait to see your success.